Alright, quick walkthrough a rough end. This is actually a subpanel because the disconnected meter is outside, so we had to run 45 feet of SCR cable, 200 amp for so you got a ground going in on the ground bar, neutral goes on the neutral, in between, because you gotta separate in two phases. You gotta have the plastics per code. We already wired the heaters. You got 260 amp heaters and a garage temp service. Here we had to drill on the angle to get to the crawl space, so we had to put nail plates. There is a eye joist, so you don't wanna drill through the eye joist top plate. So we went like on an angle, so we didn't hit the eye joist plate, top plate. And basically, a customer contractor, he wants not regular recess, but like actually those new style. Looks like a old work recess. It's really thin, so we're just putting plates for the drywall guys to cut out the holes. There's ceiling fans and everywhere, every room. Like here, there's gonna be island, so we're not exactly sure where the island's gonna be and how many lights we're gonna have. If it's gonna be just a single or there's gonna be double, triple, whatever. So we have a coil of wire there. Since it's gonna be attic access, we can just go up there and put the boxes, like old work boxes, where the customer is gonna want. There's gonna be 5 recess lights here, 3 in a row, and then 2 on this side. There's gonna be 3 recessed lights in this hallway and 3 outside. All the bedrooms except master, they're just gonna have recess, not the recess, the ceiling fans. This is the SCR cable that goes outside, and this is the low voltage TV cable. RJ45, not RJ, what is it? Coax cable. RJ45, that's for network. There's gonna be a pre-wire for TV. I don't know. Most of the people don't really use RJ coax anymore. They just use a wireless connection, but this contractor, he wants pre-wires, so that's what we're doing. Here, that's another thing. Most of the time with this contractor, we're not sure exactly where Vanity is gonna be or how big it's gonna be. So we usually just leave a wire inside of the wall, and there's like a little extra loop, whatever. So when we know exactly what size Vanity is gonna be, we usually just use a hole saw to cut a 4-inch hole, and then we put either a pancake in place if it's gonna be on top of the stud, or we just put like pretty much if there is gonna be a hole right here, the center of the vanity, we usually pop the 4-inch hole, because 4-inch will work for either the regular pancake or old work box. So if it's gonna be in the middle between the studs, we just put a old work box. Doorbell, most of the time we put like regular contractor package, like one of those old school doorbells, unless a customer wants like a what do you call like a ring camera or whatever, then you can put a transformer in there and put a blank cover. We used to put, like, if there is a If there is a access, like basically if there is a basement, we used to put transformer on top of the smoke detector box, and but a lot of times where we work, a lot of times we just put this way transformer inside. I seen another electrician that he was doing it this way. You're not supposed to mix high voltage and low voltage, so you can either put divider wall into the transformer box, or like separating the 120 and 12 volts, or you can just put the transformer inside of the box and the low voltage outside going directly into the bell box. Actually, this is a duplex. This is 1/2. It's pretty. It's not super small. I mean, it's 1,700 square foot and a 2-car garage. So it's 2 units side by side. Pretty decent size. I mean, we were, thanks God, the contractor, he was on a time frame. He's a little bit behind, so we were able to knock it out in 5 days, both units. It was a pretty good run. From January 18th, where we live, we're gonna have to start using code cycle 2020, which requires, surge protector, which requires outside disconnect on 2017 code, which we are in right now. We didn't have to do all that, and plus we have to add dryer 220 outlet. It's gonna require arc fault, which is like what, $100 or $120, something like that. It all depends on the brand. Then before in 2017, even though like in our area we could have just used still regular GFI outlets and put regular breakers. That's just where we live. Most of the state, most of the country required people install arc fault breakers no matter what. Well, this code cycle 2017, I'm pretty sure our inspectors, they're gonna make us put arc fault breakers everywhere on 120, and that's gonna add up to a regular house. Like for instance, this is 1,700 square foot. Just in material, you're talking about disconnect outside, SCR in between, then little PVC pipe, 2 inch in between, nipple, then surge protector, these arc fault breakers. I mean, you're talking about like $1,200 on top of whatever the cost was. So, and plus all these arc fault breakers, I mean, I watched the video, they don't even work like they're supposed to be, like the guy, I mean, I didn't try it, but the guy was just trying to pretend that there is arcing. He was touching a wire, hot wire, I guess, yeah, between hot and neutral, and it wasn't tripping the breaker. So I don't know, it's just gonna, who's gonna pay for this? Still, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a homeowner, which is kind of crazy. Like between the code cycles, just on electrical, people gonna be paying over $1,200 just in material, which is kind of crazy. But that's what they want. They have the power, and they'll get what they want.